It was 25 years ago, this month, as a matter of fact, that Ben Johnson won the Olympic 100-meter gold medal, beating a field full of all-stars in Seoul and setting a new world record at 9.79 seconds. 3 days later, he was stripped of that gold medal after being disqualified for testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs, or PEDs. Now Ben Johnson speaking out against the use of PEDs, and he's with us today alongside Jamie Fuller, founder of Pure Sport. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Ben, as we get started here, could you take us back to that day in 1988 when you won the gold? What was that like?
Winning a gold medal back in 1988 was it was a great feeling, something that I accomplished through my childhood into my adult life, and then 2 days later test positive for steroids and lose my record, gold medal and endorsement.
Well, I realize this has got to be tough to go back through again, and thank you for sharing. But when did you start using the performance enhancing drugs? What got you started?
Well, it was brought to my attention that most of my competitor on that level in sports was using performance enhancing drugs. Something I say yes to at the time because I didn't have any second opinion about where I should do, who I should go and talk to, keep it quiet, so to speak. And then my training regimen changed over the last year at that time, and then get involved in performance enhancing drugs, and then test positive in 1988 and lose everything. I believe that as a kid looking on the sports, I believe that everybody was clean doing it, and then get caught up in this environment, in this situation, in this lifestyle, that I choose that wrong path and be blamed for that and so forth.
Ben, and I realize this is touchy, but Ben, what did they do? What did they do to you?
What, the drugs?
Yeah.
I didn't get any serious problem from it. We just used just enough for our training regimen for recovery process, for recovery, to train harder and be in good shape. That's what it does. It doesn't do anything else. Was
there a point that you got over? Was it an episode, a matter of being angry over getting caught and then being sorry that you actually did it? Was there a point where you changed over from being angry?
Well, when I test positive back then, I just face the situation head on and say, okay, this is what I did, this is what happened, I've been punished for it. I've done inquiry. I did an inquiry in Canada and admitted at the time that I was sorry of taking puffs and drugs, and then move on with my life. So I done that, and that's what I believe at the time.
Ben, that's remarkable that you stepped through that, and it's incredible, and thank you for sharing that. Jamie, tell me more about Pure Sport.
Yeah, sure, Jimmy. Pure Sport is the platform that we at our company Skins, we use to articulate our values around the true spirit of competition. It enables us to celebrate the things in sport that we love and to rant about the things that we hate. And amongst the things that we hate are cheating of any nature, but particularly with doping. So we're using this initiative, which is called Choose the Right Track. We're using this initiative to go to the IOC and to offer some, not just complaints about what's going on, but some solutions. And we're encouraging people to go to our website, choosetherighttrack.com, where they can see a video of Ben talking about why he's doing what he's doing with us. And I might add, he's not being paid to do this either. Ben is the lucky recipient of spending 30 days with me when we culminate in Seoul on exactly the 25th anniversary of his race. And we're asking people to sign our petition on the website so that we can go to the IOC, propose our solutions, and hopefully see them embrace those.
All right, Jamie, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ben, you offer the athletes today who are really beginning to feel the pressure of taking performance-enhancing drugs. What is it you tell them?
Well, I do coach athletes now, and these athletes, like I said in many interviews, these athletes serve the net. They know what's going on. They know the circumstance is. They know the situation is. They know that drugs out there in sports, people testing positive and stuff like that. And I told them that if you believe in your ability, believe in yourself, believe in the right eating habits, good food in your body, you can accomplish a great deal. There's doctors or pharmaceutical doctors out there now who's making good vitamins that you can take naturally and get the same results if you believe in it, and if you choose yourself towards that goal, you can achieve it by not using performance-enhancing drugs. And that's what I speak to my athletes about, and they took that attentively and took that answer and moved forward.
Ben Johnson, Jamie Fuller, thank you so much for stepping up and taking such an important bull by the horns when we're talking to our younger athletes. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Now, if you missed anything from our time with Ben Johnson and Jamie Fuller today on performance-enhancing drugs, you can visit our website at delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Well, they say everything you need to know in life, you learn in preschool. Well, apparently there's some truth in that statement. Why experts say when children start their formal education early, they become better students later. How a local preschool program is setting the bar high. And a little later on, whether they're in backpacks, cubbies, or desks, lunches packed for our kids often sit around for 3 to 4 hours before the lunch bell ever rings. What is safe and what's not? We have proper packing temperature tips to make sure the next lunch you pack is a safe one. Delmarva Life will be right back.